Hello everyone, this is Nosgard Silverclaw saying welcome back to Skyrim Master Difficulty Walkthrough. No crafting, no shop you. Those are the conditions in case you forgot. Now, this video is not going to be that entertaining. I would not hold it against people if they skipped it if they know the storyline of Skyrim, because really all we're going to do in this video is get the story rolling a little bit, and the next video will actually be heading to our first dungeon, and there'll be a lot more action in that one. Though there are...
Listen, you should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion. We could really use someone like you.
There are some things in this video worth seeing, like the fact that I took out that evil rabbit. I assure you, the rabbits in Skyrim are actually far more dangerous than the dragons. If I had not killed that right there, it surely would have taken out all of Riverwood, the town we're heading to now. Would have killed everyone with its little sharp, pointy teeth. And if you look up in the corner there, you're going to see the first dungeon we'll be going to in the next video. Hadvar's going to talk about it in a second, so I'll quiet down, let him give you a little snippet of what it is. Any second now.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. When I was a boy, that place always used to give me nightmares. Draugr creeping down the mountain to climb through my window at night. That kind of thing. I admit, I still don't much like the look of it.
And as you can see, I did enable subtitles on general text. You guys wanted it, and I have no problem giving it to you. So now, it should help you understand the story a little better if that's something you're interested in.
These are the Guardian Stones. 3 of the 13 ancient standing stones that dot Skyrim's landscape. Go ahead, see for yourself.
Short version is, these stones are going to help you level up faster in a specific skill, archetype. Now, for this particular character, I'm going with the Mage Stone because I've always found magic, unless you're doing something kind of cheap.
Mage, eh? Well, to each his own. It's not for me to judge.
Unless you're doing something kind of cheap, Mage I think is the hardest one to level up. Sneak and Swordplay I can level up relatively easily from just about anything. But Magic I always had a little more trouble with, so figured enhance my Destruction and Restoration a bit, because I do plan on using those pretty liberally throughout this run.
Listen, as far as I'm concerned, you've already earned your palm. But until we get that confirmed by General Tullius, just stay clear of other Imperial soldiers and avoid any complications, alright?
Yeah, that line, I don't know why that's even in here. The Imperial soldiers will not react aggressively to you at all, unless you attack them. They have no idea who the hell you are. And here we're gonna cook some puppies. Yep, cooking puppies. Same strategy you saw before. Put a little dot on them, cut them up a bit. There's really, especially with Hadvar's help, they're no threat at all. You just whack them, move along. That battle, by the way, is scripted. Those dogs will, well, wolves will always be there on your first trip to the town up ahead.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
Riverwood, yes, thank you, Hadvar, for spoiling it 3 seconds before we get there. And once we get here, we are going to get some more storyline events. This is me just wishing Hadvar could run faster than I can walk. I'm actually not sprinting right now. This is my walk speed. Yeah. Oh well, can't win them all. So, real quick, I'm just going to say the reason I prefer to go with the Imperials. Well, there are storyline reasons I prefer them, but I don't want to give any spoilers, but...
Things look quiet enough here. Come on, there's my uncle.
There are certain advantages to choosing Hadvar over Ralof, because...
Hadvar, hello.
Hadvar, what are you doing here? Are you on leave from shores, bones? What happened to you, boy? Are you in
Uncle,
some kind
please,
of trouble?
keep your voice down. I'm fine, but we should go inside to talk.
What's going on? And who's this?
He's a friend. Saved my life, in fact. Come on, I'll explain everything, but we need to go inside.
Okay, come inside then. Sigrid will get you something to eat, and you can tell me all about it.
A dragon! I now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrow.
Dragons now, is it? Please, Mother. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
You'll see. It was a dragon. It'll kill us all and then you'll believe me.
Anyway, as I was saying, in the few seconds I'm going to have before they start talking...
Sigrid, we have company.
What I was saying was, there's certain advantages to taking the blacksmith. I'll go over them
We've been so worried about you.
after this.
Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy, what's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to start. You know I was assigned to General Tullius' guard. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. I'm glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can. But I need your help. We need your help. The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt. Good day.
Did you really see a dragon? What did it look like? Did it have big teeth?
Well, I
Don't
better
pester
get
your
back to
cousin.
work. You
Now, as you see there, I actually managed to pick up that gold on his table. I showed you briefly before they started talking. That gold was actually marked steel. There's a system, a friendship/romance type system in this game, and basically, if somebody likes you, certain objects of low monetary value they'll let you take from their home, I guess because they like you, so they want to give you things. And here I just felt like I wanted some fiery wump going on, and there it goes. Anyway, the reason you go with the blacksmith, in my opinion, evil bunny. The reason you go for the blacksmith is because, while I'm not crafting, I don't expect the rest of you to ban crafting as well. Oh, there's a wolf here, but that's not important. They're not a threat. Although this one doesn't want to come down, so I forget I put a arrow in it. Now, the blacksmith has some supplies outside of his shop where you first saw him before we went into his house. Some pretty good supplies, actually. It's got some steel and iron ingots, as well as some steel, heavy armor and weaponry just laying outside his shop. If you choose him over Ralof at the beginning, the Imperial door, go through that one, you can take all that without it being marked as steel. It's a good start for a crafting build. While I'm not doing that, I wanted to show it in case somebody else wanted to get a nice little nudge in the right direction early on for making some basic armor. Because right now all you're going to be wearing is the leather or perhaps iron crap that you found in the tutorial. And right here is what I was saying earlier as well.
Imperial business. Be on your way.
Yeah, we're an escaped convict, apparently, and we haven't had a pardon from the general yet. Nobody cares. I mean, those are 3 Imperial soldiers escorting prisoners of the people we were accused of being part of, and we just walked right past them. They looked right at me, didn't care. Excuse me. Still getting over that cold, but I didn't want to put this video off anymore, so I might cough occasionally. Up ahead you see a giant. Don't screw with those, especially at our low level. I feel like I want to help these people out because, you know, giants aren't cool. But I'm not getting near that thing. One hit and I'm done. I don't care how much armor you're wearing. If you're wearing full steel plate armor, at level 1 that thing hits you, you're done. So So I'm going to hang back here against the fence, put a few arrows in it, try and help out the warriors up there. You know, it's good to be friendly, make some allies when you can. And on my first recording, I actually did go up there and try and assist him in the fight. And he clipped me with a swing that wasn't even aiming at me and launched me into that windmill you see there on the left. Just one shot.
Handle yourself well. You could make for a decent
Just
shield, brother.
blattered me.
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Codlac Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
That will be how you start the Companions Guild quest line. I won't be doing that right now. This is a main quest walkthrough on a separate playlist after this one. Not sure exactly which guild I'll do first, but I will eventually do the Companions Guild. But that'll be elsewhere. I just wanted to show you, in case you're wondering, that's how you join the Companions. Talk to her, you get a miscellaneous task. You can use that task to go start that quest line. Here we're just heading up the White One, which, by the way, I think has an excellent aesthetic, personally. This whole push up to the city, it really feels like, you know, like an actual castle-guarded town. It's got drawbridges, it's got guard towers, it's got guards actually at the door, you don't just walk in.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
I used a persuade there. I'm not convinced you can fail that persuade. I've never, on any character, not been able to win that persuasion roll. I think it's got like a requirement of 1, and I think the lowest starting speechcraft you can have is 10 for any race, so yeah, you're not going to fail that. Coming up, we're going to get a little flavor text about the ongoing war between the Imperials and the Stormcloaks. Right here.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Now you see there the little, there's a subplot within the city of White One here between two major families, both nobility of this city. One side's with the Imperials, one side's with the Stormcloaks. There's a couple quests involving that, and it does come into play. Yeah, this guy. He's a crazed prophet ranting about Talos and laws that were passed that he's against, but the funny thing is he's actually pretty accurate. If you look deep enough into the canon, he's pretty accurate about what he's saying, but nobody believes him because he's a lunatic. And I just wanted to show you real quick, like, if you're into that kind of thing, you can get some food down here. Plenty of salmon. I don't plan on making food. I don't think it's worth the hassle, but you can. There's some salmon down there. Easy way to, you can cook them up at a house or at a campfire. Well, one of those cooking pots. You'll find them all over the place. Get yourself some food. Plus, I thought the water looked nice. I wanted to jump in it at least once so you guys could see the pretty water aesthetics. And here we are at the keep.
We should talk to Adrian at the fort.
More storyline coming up, so I'll be quiet for a minute.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors. As House Jarl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
You'll get a level reward when you finish this quest. What that means is that it will get better dependent on what level you are and what skills you've taken. Since I'm wearing all light armor and I'm level 1, I got some basic light armor here. Now, what I find kind of odd is that studded Imperial armor, it's purely aesthetic. Somebody actually took the time to code in a very slightly different looking piece of gear for the faction. It has no other difference to my knowledge. If I'm wrong, do tell me, but I don't believe there's any other difference between it, besides it's aesthetically slightly different. And that's going to be all for today. Next time we're going to start the quest Bleak Falls Barrow, and I will see you then. This is Nosgard Silverclaw, signing out. Have a good day, everyone.